Everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day of the week for all. And today in this video, I'm going to tell you guys a story about how I slipped, how I was embarrassed because I cried when I slipped and fell on a sock and hurt my knee. So this is just a story to teach you guys that it's okay to cry when you're in physical pain as well as emotional pain. I know pain because sometimes there are things that hurt so bad that they cause us to cry. And I'm going to tell you guys the story about how I was embarrassed when my friend saw me crying, but she made me feel better about how she was in pain one time. How she was in so much pain that she cried one time. So this is just to teach you guys, it's okay to cry when you're in pain. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. We all have to do it sometimes. And it's not just for little kids. It can be for adults too. So I'm going to get started. And if you guys have ever had an issue of where you got hurt so bad that you had to cry, comment down below, because it's always good to hear if the same thing happened to other people too, because then I feel better too. I mean, it's like, I always like hearing that stuff because then I feel like I'm not the only person who does it. So I'm going to get started. So this all started when I was about 13 years old. I was bald going through chemo. I wasn't going through my last round of chemo. I was still going through chemo at the time. I think this was like a month or two after I had my knee surgery. I'm sitting in my living room at the time, which is now my Airbnb. I'm hanging out with my friend and we're talking and watching a movie, or I don't remember what we were doing that day, but I know we were just sitting in the living room and hanging out. And so as we're hanging out, we're just talking and I think we're watching a movie or something. And then all of a sudden I have to go to the bathroom. And then I get up by myself. I'm a little bit stiff. And I'm walking and to go to the bathroom. And all of a sudden I don't see it, but one of my siblings had left a sock on the floor. And one of them forgot to pick it up. And then all of a sudden, I step on the sock. And then as I step on the sock, I slip and fall right on my knee, my right knee. I'm in so much pain that I start to cry. My parents and my friend all hear the commotion. They're like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I slipped and fell on a sock." And I'm crying because it hurts so bad because I fell really hard on my right knee. And so my friend and my parents both helped me up, and then we sit me down on our couch, and then my mom grabs me an ice pack from the freezer and places it on my knee. And my friend's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "My knee hurts so bad." And I'm crying because my knee hurts, but I'm also crying because I'm a little embarrassed because my friend saw me crying because my knee hurt. And my parents pick up the socks so then no one else slips or trips on it, and like they have me just sit on the couch and ice my knee, and like I'm just like sobbing because I'm in so much pain and it hurt really bad, and I'm just also sobbing because I'm a little embarrassed that my friend saw me crying. And I felt bad that my friend had to see me like that, and I told her, "I'm really sorry you had to see me like that." And she's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I understand how you feel, blah, 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 blah." And then she started to tell me a story about how she was in so much pain that she had dislocated her elbow. Oh, and I began to feel a whole lot better after she started to tell me that story because it made me feel like I wasn't the only one who cried when I was in pain. And I was very glad she did because I felt so much better. And then I began to calm down because she made me feel better after she told me that story, right? That story, and then we just ended up continuing to watch the movie. And like I said, I don't remember what movie we were watching that day, but I remember we were watching a movie. So this definitely did teach me a lesson that it is okay to cry when you're in pain physically or emotionally. I mean, sometimes we get hurt so bad that we have to cry, because crying when you're physically hurt is not just for little kids, it's for adults too. I mean, we have moments where we all have something that hurts so bad that we just have to cry, like either if it's pain in our mouths from dental surgery, pain from falling or tripping, or pain from just hitting your head. I mean, it's like we all get hurt, and we all have moments where we just really have to let it out and cry. And it's okay to cry. Crying's just a part of life. We all have to do it. And it's never healthy to hold it in. And so if you're in so much physical pain, and you don't want to cry, but you have an urge to, just cry and let it out. It's never healthy to hold it in, because I don't know, it's just like never healthy to hold it in. You just have to let it out, because once you let it out, you start to feel so much better. And like the more you let it out, the better you feel. Because like it's not for just, like I said, it's not just for little kids when they get hurt and cry. We all have moments where we trip and fall and we hurt ourselves so bad that we have to cry. It's just a part of life, and it's a thing that we have to do. So that was the story of how I slipped and fell on a sock so hard that I had to cry. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day of the week, and I'll see you everybody soon. Bye.